recommendation letters and personal letters, or personal statements, because those are really important. Sometimes they're not emphasized as much. So I'll hand it over to them.
Okay, well, what recommendations are is that usually colleges ask for a teacher to describe who you are as a person, how were you in class, and usually to get a good recommendation, you have to know the teacher really well. And if you're one of those students that are hardworking and does their homework and keeps up, teachers won't mind writing them, and they can make a big difference. Teacher recommendations, and you should at least give them 2 weeks to write it. Give them time to write it because they want to describe you. And for personal statements, basically a personal statement is a description of who you are. It contains your strength, and it should be clear and to the point and describe. If a person were to read it, they would know who you are as a person. Okay, I'm going to be talking about the GPA, and I think this is one of the most important things that you can present to someone. The reason it's so important is that it's cumulative over the 4 years, and for 4 years, there's a record of every class you've ever taken and every grade you ever got for it. So the GPA shows how dedicated you are in every class. A lot of people, maybe they don't start working hard till maybe their junior or senior year, and it represents how hard you've been working and for how long. So it's really important. And one of the things that a lot of people don't know about the GPA is that your high school actually ranks you from the time you're a freshman to the time you're a senior, and they put you in order from highest to lowest. So if you have a high rank, you can include that as one of your qualifying characteristics for a job, for college, for scholarship applications. It's really important. So if you are one of those people that gets to say you're in the top 10 or you are in the top 5% of your class, that's really something you should aspire to do. So the only way to do that is to make sure that you're on top of things for the 4 years. Make sure that you're at the top and working hard in every class, devoting yourself to it, whether it's math or science or just gym class. And a lot of the times when you apply to colleges, they'll only count like core classes like English, math, science, that sort of thing. So electives are sometimes cut out of that. So make sure your core classes are what you focus on the most.
Goals are very important, not just in school, but in your everyday life. You should make it a habit to start setting goals now, so that as you get older, it's just second nature. There's no criteria to how your goal should be set up. It can be big or small, completed today or 10 years from now. It just has to be realistic. You do not want to set yourself up to fail. Goals are great because they help your aim. It's as if you're playing darts. It's a lot easier to hit the bullseye if you have a smaller, more narrow board. And nowadays you have so many options, so many pathways. If you have your goal, you'll be able to lessen your options, focus on your target. They also help you save time. If you're not sure what you're doing, you might be wasting a lot of time trying. It's good to try different things, but in the end, you might regret not doing the thing you really wanted. Goals are great because they help you measure your improvement. They give you something to measure your progress against. If you're getting closer and closer to your goal, obviously you're doing something good and you should keep at it. But know that your goals can change and everything is unpredictable. So you should always have a plan B. And that's the difference between someone who's successful and someone who's stuck at rock bottom, is they know how to pick themselves up when they fall. So make sure you set your goals and you always come up with a plan A, B, and C if necessary.
Leadership and community service are something that are really important. Leadership is a quality that everybody's looking for, colleges and jobs, and it's really important to have. You can become a leader by just joining clubs or sports or something and applying as president or captain or just getting nominated for something like that. Community service is also important because it teaches you stuff that you don't learn in books, like teamwork, dedication, and caring, stuff like that. You can find community service anywhere you look. You can go tutoring at middle schools or high schools, or you can even just go clean up a park. It could be anything.
I think Karim already talked about the ACT, so I'm just going to say it again. The ACT is a very, very important test in high school, probably the most important test. That's what colleges look at to see if they want you in their school, and it makes a big difference. Even 1 point makes a big difference. I'll give you an example myself. I had a 24 the first time, and that just qualified me for a small scholarship that you're going to win. And when we took it again, I got 27, which was just enough to get like $4,000 more, which, you know, is a big difference. So the ACT, do not take it lightly. Make sure you prepare well for it and do your best. And if you don't get the score you want, take it again. I know most of you, you have to pay for the retake, but if you get like free or reduced lunch, you don't have to pay. So I know most of you probably get free or reduced lunch. So yeah, take it again if you have to.
All right, before we wrap this up, I just want to thank all of you guys for coming. And I just want to let you know that I hope each and every single one of you have learned at least one or two things about how you can become more successful, what we can do to get you into college. I also want to remind you that each and every single one of us is a member of AAYSP. So are all the people that you've seen on stage. So we're all here to help you. If you ever need anything, you can come online, you can join us, you can attend our meetings. We're more than willing to support you. I'm going to close off the talk show with just regrets from the students. So quickly, we're just going to pass the mic down, and each person is going to tell you one thing they would have done differently.
Managing time. You need to find a balance between everything. How I chose my classes at the beginning. I didn't know about AP and all that when I was a freshman, so it took time for me to understand.
Procrastination, do not wait till the last minute to do something because it could pass you by.
I would have applied for more independent scholarships because they're really easy to get.
And I wish I got more involved in school, which I didn't, in school and like clubs and sports and stuff, but I wish I would have done that, but I didn't.
All right, thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. That was very, very professional. I call it a situation room CNN. Thank you. Right now, I want to tell you about something. The Yemeni American News, who wants to win $50 a month? Just $50. Yemeni American News is doing a writing contest. You write anything that you write about. Maybe a paper that you wrote in high school and you get an A+ on it and you want to submit it to be published in the newspaper. You can do that and write it, send it to essaycontest@yemeniamerican.com. You will win $50. We will get all the essays and then determine the person who wins the $50. Now, the moment that you have been waiting for, the mini laptop prize. All right, I'm gonna showcase the laptop here. Or before that, I still have one flash drive and a Metro PCS phone. So let me get that kid over there by Muhammad to give me 2 tickets first for the flash drive and the phone, and then we'll have a ticket for the laptop. So what's your name?
Mustafa.
Mustafa is going to give me a ticket now. Shuffle them. All right. Let me see that. Read the number.
779.
779. Okay. And she gets a choice between the Metro PCS phone or the flash drive. Which one do you want? There you go. Thank you. All right, pick another one, Mustafa.
Seven, two, four.
724. 724. All right. Congrats. All right. Now this is Acer laptop, brought to you by AAYSP and also Azell Computer. We thank them for that. So a mini laptop, price of it is I think $300. So Mustafa now will give me the ticket and he will read the number.